Hello, my lovelies. Happy Friday. This is going to be your weekend shadow work. So, we're going to do things a little different on the channel going forward next week. I'm going to have some obligations that I have to keep. I've told people a couple of times in the lives and in some of the videos that I've got some health issues that I'm trying to deal with. And part of that is I have to start physical therapy on Friday. So the day that you will see this, I will actually be in physical therapy, and it's for my back. I've got some discs that are not doing well, and my spine is kind of falling apart over years of, just physical labor jobs. I was a hairstylist for years, standing on, hard floors, concrete, things like that. It's worn my body down. So I'm going to have to address some of these things. So on Friday, when you see this, I will be at my first physical therapy appointment. I don't know how often I'm going to have to do this yet, so the channel will look a little different. I'm going to start recording some things in advance, and then they will play for you on the days that I set them to. So you will still get your messages, you just aren't going to see them on necessarily the days that I record them. So know that going forward. Yes, a couple of the videos I'm in the same outfit because I recorded them all on the same day. Tomorrow, or it will actually be tomorrow for me, but when you see this, it will be the day before. So Thursday this week and Thursday next week will be the live stream for our weekly live. I always put a poll up on Sunday or Monday, so vote on what you want the live to be about. And if you can't make it to the live, that's okay. It will be on the replay, so you can always watch it after the fact. So those are some adjustments that are going to be made to the channel for the time being. Hopefully it won't last, all summer, but if it does, just know that you're still going to get your messages. And if you want to watch them on replay, they're always going to be available for you to do so. All right, so without further ado, hi, my name's Damsel in Distress Tarot. You guys know I need a break. I'll and we're starting to take better care of ourselves, and that's something that maybe we've neglected this far on our journey. We could also be neglecting some self-care and things, and that may come through in the shadow priority, because if we don't, we're going to burn ourselves out, right? Like we can't just constantly be burning ourselves out, burning the candle at both ends, go, go, go all the time. Like, where is the time for rest and recovery? So we need to make that a priority. All right, let's see. What do we have going on for our shadow side? What is the current situation? What do we need to know for our shadow side? Oops. All right, 5 of coins. So we're in a period of recovery. See, it's like, I love this. All right, so we're recovering from injury, illness, surgery, things like that. We're recovering from financial issues and struggles, that things are finally starting to kind of get back to normal or some sort of normalcy. What else do we need to know? Let's see. You could have also blocked somebody and left them out in the cold. And I feel like that also may be ending, especially if you're on the twin flame journey. I'm part of the twin flame collective. That's how I channel the messages. I feel like this is something where maybe this relationship was something that you weren't ready to step into. I feel like this is also something that fear really held you back. Finances may have held you back. Maybe illnesses held you back, things like that. But I feel like we're finally in a period of recovery. So we do need to work on the recovery side. We need to rest, relax, recover, all those things. But then I feel like somebody's coming in from out of the cold. So maybe you're unblocking your significant other, your twin flame, if you have one. The Ace of Swords. This is all about reflection, and this is also truth coming to light. So if there were things that were hidden, those are going to be illuminated, and I feel like honesty is always the best policy with that. So be truthful, even if the truth kind of sucks. Sometimes we have to just get it out there. 8 of coins. So this is telling us that the money is available. I feel like you've been feeling like you're working, 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 and not really seeing any payoff. but that's not the case. The hard work does pay off. And when it's in the shadow side, it's like it feels like your efforts are for nothing. And so we almost feel like we're working and doing all this hard work, and for what? Like I have nothing to show for it, right? I don't have time off. I don't have time with my family. I don't have the money that I want. Like all of these negative connotations come out with the Eight of Coins in reverse or in the shadow. So this is telling us that we have to shift our perspective, that the truth is actually quite the contrary. Seven of Wands. You really need to stick up for what it is that you want. And I feel like you felt weak, or you felt like you were against an opponent that you couldn't defeat. There may have been a lot of opposition coming against you. Could be in the workplace, could be with your finances, could be even in your own negative thoughts, that maybe you're kind of thinking about things negatively, and so you're unable to make a wise decision or to come up with a game plan. Nine of Cups. So something isn't fulfilling you anymore. You may have had a broken heart. There may have been some endings. Strongly feel like this could resonate with twin flames this time, and that's not usually how I pick up this energy, but I'm going to give it to you as I pick it up. So the Nine of Cups, in the shadow, it's a lot of, they're giving me like unfounded dreams, and I'm trying to understand what they're giving me with that. Give me one second. That you didn't go after what you wanted, that you didn't stick up for the money that you needed or wanted, that you didn't stand up for yourself and what you wanted out of love or relationships, connections with people, and that the truth is slowly starting to come out about that. Interesting. All right, Three of Swords. Again, this is a card of recovery when it's in the shadow side, that we're healing. We're healing from all of these things, and I feel like that's going to be huge for us to be able to actually transition into a better situation. What kind of action is needed in this shadow work this week? What kind of action needs to be taken? Page of Cups. Someone needs to express their feelings. I think someone has a crush, or somebody has some romantic feelings that they want to come forward with. I think that could definitely be the truth that's coming out. What else do we need? Three of Cups, a reason to celebrate. I think when you finally get the truth and the clarity comes forward, it gives you the cause to celebrate. They're drawing me to the feather in this card. I've never even noticed that was there before. So feather in your path could be significant. A feather is also something that could be like a symbol that your angels are with you, some sort of protection. Let's see, the Hanged Man. Yeah, so the finances have been a huge delay in this situation, and needing to take action on this card would mean that you need to set yourself free. So it's like you have to shift your perspective and see things differently. Like this person can actually, reach up there and cut themselves free from what's holding them back. I feel like financially, you're about to make some bold moves. Could be changing jobs, could be leaving a relationship that's financially draining. Lots of things changing. Yeah, Five of Swords. So letting go of the conflict, the clashing egos, the rivalry, and standing up for yourself. It's like, they're giving me the word backbone. It's ironic because I'm going to physical therapy for my back, right? So sometimes the analogy that Spirit is giving me is sometimes we feel weak, or we feel like we can't muster the courage to actually say what we want to say, do the things that we want to do. And I feel like your whole mindset is starting to shift, and you're starting to gain a strong backbone, that things are starting to turn around for you because you're getting the clarity that you needed to make these changes that are necessary. What else action is needed? Seven of Cups. So you have a lot of choices to weigh about your emotional fulfillment, or things that really make you happy, like your abundance, your fulfillment, the things that you align with, that you want to align with. And I feel like there's been a lot of, they're giving me the word cowardice. Not that I'm calling you a coward, but sometimes if we feel weak, we are being kind of a coward. We're not chasing after our dreams. We're not going after the people that we want, the circumstances that we want, our goals, our dreams. And so if those things are holding us back, then we are unable to kind of stand up for ourselves and have a strong backbone. What else action is needed? Justice. Could be dealing with the Libra, courts, contracts, legal issues. Lady Justice is meant to balance things out. So this could be something that happens through the courts. Could be something that's maybe out of your hands. Maybe you're waiting on some sort of judgment to come through. a contract to be fulfilled, a contract to expire. I'm not seeing a lot that would indicate that this is like marriage being dissolved or going into union, but there is a good reason to celebrate. So I feel like this has more to do with finances, honestly, more than anything. And this might be a wish fulfillment. You're needing to choose really carefully how you spend the money that's coming to you. The Empress. So she's the divine feminine, so she would be like the softer side of things. She's also somebody who is a great advisor, but she's very creative. I feel like this could be somebody in your life that kind of helps you create the vision of what you really want out of life. I also think it could be somebody in your life that is pregnant or is going to find out that they're expecting a child. She's come out in a few readings over the last couple of weeks. So there could be some little soul babies incarnating. She also embodies all of the knowledge of all four of the queens. So she has all of those at her disposal that all she has to do is pull from that knowledge. There's two little bumblebees on this card by the flower. And I feel like they're giving me the word pollination. So I feel like the pollination is what's going to create the life. So I think again, I think that couples or twin flames are coming out of a period of separation over the summer, and that after a period of rest and reflection that things are starting to change, and it's almost like a buzz of activity coming in. Okay, so let's see. We have the the obstacle is what we need to learn. What is the obstacle? Five of Cups. Shifting our perspective. Really down in the dumps, really stuck, stagnant energy, not seeing the glass as half full, seeing it, everything is negative. We have to shift our perspective and see things differently to change. And I feel like the clarity is what's going to help change your perspective. And I feel like this has to do with your finances, your love life, and gaining the clarity on both. That there's going to be some sort of like aha moment or revelation that comes through that's like, that's what has to change. And it's like you go like gangbusters after the fact. King of Swords. So we need to watch out for some sort of harsh authority figure. He can be kind of a tyrant, kind of my way or the highway sort of deal, not really showing emotions. This might be a really difficult boss that you're dealing with as well. And I feel like you need to stand up for yourself against this person. Just do it tactfully. There's ways that you can speak to authority figures where you're not in danger of losing your job, that it's not going to cause repercussions. So think about it. Move with logic. That's going to be important. Queen of Wands. Again, we're not sticking up for ourselves. Where is your confidence? Where is your confidence? I really feel like that's what's holding you back from sticking up for yourself, from getting the emotional fulfillment that you want. The Queen of Wands is a master manifester. It's fire sign energy, it's courage, it's determination, it's sex appeal, it's all of these positive things. It's charisma, leadership. Where are those things and why are you hiding those? We all have that within us. And you're going to sit there. I can feel the eye rolls. No, I don't. I'm quiet. I'm shy. I was too my entire life. People didn't think I could even speak in sixth grade, that I was that quiet, that I would not talk in class. I didn't have a lot of friends. I was very to myself. I was very reserved. And I'm still that way a lot. But for this, it's like I can't see you on the other side of the screen, so it's not as a fear-based thing. So we have to find our confidence. We have to find our courage. It's like you have to step out of your comfort zone to really get what you want. And I feel that strongly in this reading. What else do we need to know? All right, Seven of Cups. So again, we have choices that need to be made. And I feel like we were under somebody's illusion for a very long time. So it's time to make wise decisions. This is the action needed. We can't live in fantasy land. We can't sit here and play the what if game. Go ahead and play it. See what happens. Like, what if this happens? What if so and so actually likes me? Then what? What does that do for your confidence? What if the person that, let's say, you have a huge crush on all of a sudden reached out and was like, I feel the same way and I want to see where things go? What does your future look like at that point? Does it change things for you? So play the what if game. Play it on both sides. Okay, so they don't reciprocate my energy, so it wasn't meant to be. So we have other options. So try a different way. All right, let's see what else we need to know. What will happen on our current path if nothing changes? What would be the outcome? Two of Cups, union. That's pretty clear. So I feel like, okay, so somebody has feelings and they aren't quite expressing them. So if they reach out and they express those, it shifts the perspective on what's actually happening. So we get the clarity that we're looking for. That gives us the cause to celebrate. That could lead to union. This is a fulfilling partnership. This is something that we've always desired. It's union, it's marriage, it's soulmates, it's coupling together. It's equal give and take. It's recipro reciprocation, reciprocity. Geez, see, you know what I mean when I tell you guys I can't talk? The word is right there, but it's like it won't come out. Oh, it's so annoying. Anyways, sorry, I can't talk. That's nothing new, right? The world. Okay, so shifting our perspective, setting ourselves free from feeling stuck and stagnant, the same old dumb routine that we're sick and tired of doing. This is change. This is travel. This is relocation. This is having the world at your fingertips, closing old cycles, starting something new. I strongly think that somebody is going to start a new relationship. This one's going to be fulfilling. This is going to be what you're looking for. I think it's twin flame energy coming through as well. And I feel like that helps to eliminate the clashing egos, the fighting, the arguing. I feel like you're dealing with karmic partnerships, things that aren't well suited for you. Could be at work that you're dealing with things that are just, overwhelming you, that things are not great and that we need to let go of these things. If somebody wants to be negative all the time in your workplace, don't deal with them. Talk to them only about work, and otherwise close down and shut them out. Remember that they can only affect your energy if you give them the power to do so. So call back your power and don't allow them to affect your energy any longer. Damsel, it's easier said than done. I get it. I've been there too. But at the same time, you control how you respond to the situation. They do not have the power to control that. So you can choose to engage in the conflict and the chaos, or you can choose to be the bigger person and walk away. We have thunder for confirmation. So it's like, yeah, some changes need to be made. King of Swords again. I feel like you're either dealing with a partnership that is really toxic, somebody who really doesn't show their emotions, or somebody who's a bit of a tyrant. It's my way or the highway every time, right? And that you have options. This person may not realize that either there's new job opportunities that are coming in for you that are better, that maybe pay you better, they treat you better, they acknowledge that what you bring to the table. So that could be an option. This is also in love. And I feel like this person might be a little blindsided by the fact that you have other options. And that if the status quo is not being met and your fulfillment is not being met, then you may be looking elsewhere to try and find the balance and the fulfillment in your life again. What else do we need to know? Three of Swords. Yep. So you're doing the healing work. You're tired of being in this negative energy. You're tired of being heartbroken. You're tired of all the backstabbing, the betrayal, the lies, the jealousy, and the thunder is intensifying. Yeah. So some things drastically need to change, right? And it might come sudden, might come shockingly, it might strike like lightning. It might sting a little bit is what I'm getting at. But that's going to be the justice for how this person has treated you. And this might be divine justice is what I'm picking up. That I feel like in order for you to be in your feminine energy, masculine, feminine, whatever you resonate, we have the Empress. In order for you to be in your soft feminine energy, you need somebody who is a strong protector and a strong leader to put you in that energy. So if you aren't experiencing that, if you have to be in your masculine energy, I say that a lot, that I have to be in my masculine a lot because I feel like I always have to do everything, that I'm not getting the things that I need to put me into my feminine energy. And so I have to operate in this rough exterior because my other needs aren't being met. And that's been the case for most of my life. So I've gotten very accustomed to being in my masculine energy where I have to be the leader, I have to be the doer, I have to be the giver. And so it's very hard for me to receive. So if you're in that same energy where you feel like you have to do everything and that it's difficult for you to receive, you have to start by self-love. And that's something I work on all the time, that I have to make sure that my needs are being met by me first and by God, and then I'm able to pour into other people. What is our outcome here? All right, Ace of Serpents, Ace of Coins. So the universe is trying to bless us. They're trying to bless us with a divine counterpart, with finances. A whole new world is what I'm picking up, that things are drastically going to change. Yeah, Ten of Swords. So we first have to be willing to let go of what isn't working. We have to let go of the backstabbing, the betrayal, all of the things that don't work in our life in order to be open to receive the new opportunities that Spirit is trying to deliver. Anything else that could be hidden this week? Strength. You're going to find out exactly how strong you really are and what exactly you're made of when all of these changes start to occur. And I feel like this was kind of divine planning, is that they want you to step out of your comfort zone. They want you to be able to step into your authenticity. They want you to be able to find your backbone and to see exactly how strong you really are. And then you can tame the beast. Be careful for snakes in your midst. She's like charming the snake there. You might have a lot of charmers in your life, but I feel like you need to really watch out, that this could be something that could be dangerous for you. So be strong. It's time to let go of these things in these toxic cycles so that we can finally go towards what we really want. So I feel like you're consciously making decisions to change what isn't working, or you need to be. And remember to rest. We're in a period of recovery. So this is telling us that we can't make rest second. We can't take rest last. That this is time for us to actually make it a priority and make it first so that we don't burn ourselves out. Love the thunder. Love it. Ooh, all right. Poignant cards here. So we have the Hermit. So this is inner work. Shadow work is needed. Virgo energy. And I feel like that shadow work. Wow, I dropped a lot of cards. Let me grab those. I feel like the shadow work is something that we need to do so that we can actually get to where we really want to be. All right, our outcome, Eight of Swords. You're overthinking this, and I feel like the shadow work is going to give you the clarity that you need in order to really make that first step to go forward into this whole new world. I think that union is possible, but I think that the both of you collectively need to really figure out what it is that's going to get you on the same page. That you can't keep going against each other and against the grain, that you need to work together. I know we had the Three of Cups as well. Let me find it. Yep, we sure did. So teamwork to make the dream work, right? So there's a reason to celebrate, but we have to work together to get to this common goal. So that's where the shadow work comes in. We also need to make sure that we're seeing things clearly for what they are and trying to find the balance. And so not being under somebody's spell, not being under some illusion, not just operating out of, oh, they're my crush and I'm so infatuated. Is it a crush? Is it infatuation? Are there deeper feelings there? You need to kind of explore those things and kind of get to the depths, the depths of how you really feel in order to find the balance. But in order for you to see what's real and what is fantasy, you have to dig deep and you have to kind of see, what is it? How am I feeling? Check in with yourself, find the balance. Is this something that is going to be fruitful for you? Is this a fling? What is this? And you have to kind of get to the bottom of that. And that's where I think the clarity comes in when you finally have this communication with this person. What's weird is we have not seen the Eight of Swords, or the Eight of Wands. We haven't seen the Eight of Wands at all. So I feel like you're in a period of no contact. That's especially why I feel like this is twin flame energy, or this is somebody that maybe you had a falling out with and you may have blocked them. And so that's why there hasn't been communication. Whether you blocked them, they blocked you, there's a lack of communication here. And I strongly feel that. So what else do we have? The Tower. There's the big changes. Like lightning. Can't make that up. These were the cards that fell on the floor. So lightning is coming to make drastic changes. Can't make this up. It's raining outside. We have thunder and lightning. It's coming to destroy the tower, to make it basically crumble into rubble. And out of the rubble, we can rebuild something stronger and better to stand the test of time. I feel like somebody wants to jump ship, though. There's two people jumping out of the tower as it's being hit by lightning. So I feel like you almost want to have an escape plan, is the words that they're giving me. You wouldn't have to feel like you needed to escape something that you actually wanted. So if you're trying to escape something that isn't working, it's something that you don't actually want, it's a burden to you. And I feel like out of that burden, when you release the burden, the toxic cycles, and you finally make a decision to really let that go, because we have the Ten of Swords twice, that you're able to finally welcome in your abundance and your blessings. But we have to first be able to let go of all the things we don't want. There's your wish fulfillment. The Nine of Cups, it's emotional fulfillment. It's what you've been looking for. It's what you've been longing for. But in order to make the space for that, we have to let go of the things that are taking up the space for it to enter. So that's important that we change that. And conflict and chaos, we've got to be willing to let that go. The Five of Wands. So we can't overthink it. We've got to be able to make some clear, logical decisions in order to actually transform the energy. And if we don't, the Tower is coming to really transform the energy. And it's going to show us exactly what we're made of. What is our final outcome for this shadow work reading? All right, the Empress. So we had her as well. You could be dealing with your dark energy, your shadow side. You need to integrate both to really step into who you were designed to be by the Creator. This is a lot of darkness, a lot of loss, could be infertility, things like that, narcissistic tendencies, lashing out at people because of pain. We have to step into this softer energy to really find the balance between the two. We are polar opposites in this deck. So not so nice to be around, very negative, very down in the dumps, very dark, depressed energy. Very happy, very nurturing, very caring, very empathetic, good energy. You got to create the balance. That's going to be super important. Wrong deck. All right. What is our final outcome? How do we reconcile all of this? How do we create the change? What do we need to know? The Magician. Love that. So Spirit is saying you hold the power at your fingertips. You are the creator of your own destiny. You have the ability to change anything in your life that you do not wish to stay in. You can literally change things if you want to. So I feel like this is divinely guided. I feel like you're going to have to pray, meditate, kind of get rid of some things, journal, figure out what it is that doesn't work. I like to make a pro and con list sometimes and see, okay, what isn't working? What is working? What can I get rid of? What do I need to keep? What do I need to improve on? Things like that. You're the alchemist. You're turning lead and heavy things into light and gold. You have the power at your hands to be able to do so. Keep your thoughts positive when you manifest. If you're unsure how to manifest, there's lots and lots of things out there that you can do to create that. One thing I like to do is to write things on bay leaves and light them on fire and send my intentions out to the universe. I like to journal about things and write them down to see how far I've come. When did this come in? Did it come in at all? All of those things are ways that I like to manifest. So you can create the life that you want. Keep your thoughts positive when you do so and keep creating the things that you want. Try and welcome them in. I really feel like the universe is trying to bless us, but at the same time, we have to be open to receive. So that's the question. Are you open to receive your blessings? And are you willing to make the changes necessary to get them? Hope it helps. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you soon.